U.S. Coast Guard and Port Manatee officials are facing tough questions about an oil spill identified around a week ago. As 10 Tampa Bay's Aduria Chumba tells us now, the responsible party could face some hefty fines.
That's right. 7 whole days gone by, and the U.S. Coast Guard says it still doesn't know the source of that oil spill. And so today, local elected officials are now joining area environmental groups and calling for immediate accountability. We now know Port Manatee reported the oil spill to the National Response Center on August 31st, right after the U.S. Coast Guard's post-Hurricane Idalia inspections. And then on September 1st, they began cleanup and investigating the cause of the spill, which to this day remains a mystery.
It does bother me, concern me as someone that's been around boating a long time.
An estimated 3,500 gallons of unrefined crude oil is among the 19,000 gallons of contaminated oil-water mixture removed from the port. Tonight, samples are undergoing testing and analysis for identification.
It just takes time to get samples from all the facilities, send it to the lab, and then get that analysis back. We don't want to rush that and not do a thorough job, so we're making sure we do it correctly.
And hefty civil penalties await the party responsible for the discharge, including repaying the cost of the cleanup.
Right now, we're using what's called the Oil Spill Liability Trust Fund, which is funds set aside just for this reason. When you don't have an immediate responsible party, someone that is claiming to be responsible for the spill, we use those funds to make sure the cleanup is done swiftly and is not delayed by lack of funding.
Meanwhile, environmental advocates are concerned there are still unanswered questions regarding the source and the impact to water quality.
We just can't continue to take these hits. We can't continue to have these incidents. So it's concerning.
We've got to find a way to figure out who did it, why and if they didn't know they did it, that's a big problem. And if they did know they did it, they've got a lot at risk right now, in my mind.
We're going to be very studious about making sure that we cross our T's and dot our I's.
In Manatee County, Aduria Chumba, 10 Tampa Bay.
Coast Guard officials say they have mopped up about 97% of the oil from the surface of the water. They expect to complete that cleanup this weekend.